I'm Rabbi Yitz Wyne of the Young Israelites of Las Vegas. I want to thank Rabbi Hammer and the rest of the National Council of Young Israel for inviting me to be part of this important project. So Parshas Tisa is dominated by the event of the worshiping of the golden calf. And we are aware of the various midrashim that talks about how the Jewish people lost confidence in Moshe and God, and then certain number kind of freaked out and they started worshiping the golden calf. Moses was very upset. He smashed the tablets, punished the sinners. God was initially going to wipe out the entire Jewish people and start over with Moshe. Well, it turns out that not very many people actually were engaged in the worshiping, only about 3,000. But there was another problem that was going on. Again, the Almighty was willing to wipe out the entire Jewish people. And that's because of a concept called Yisrael Arevim Zeh Lo Zeh, that every Jew is responsible for another Jew. So in reality, there were two problems. One was the people that were worshiping the golden calf, and the second problem, which was ostensibly a much greater problem, where there was a group of Jews who realized so many others had lost confidence in God and Moshe and became confused in their spiritual values, and those people were silent. In a certain sense, that same problem is going on in our very day. You know, in Young Israelites in Las Vegas, we're busting at the seams, and I'm sure your shuls are also. Many shuls are just totally filled to the brim. And yet at the same time, for every Jew that is in the shul right now, there's another 8 or 9 that are nowhere to be found. Yet the question is, are we really going out there and are we really talking about them? Are we trying to help those that have lost confidence in God and Moshe and the Torah, and are we really trying to bring them back in? That can be a difficult thing to do. So I want to share with you, there's an interesting Gemara in Shavuos talks about that if a person wants divine protection in whatever they're doing, they should recite Psalm 91. Now, Psalm 91 is an amazing psalm if you've never gone through it. It talks about how, a person should rely on God, and even if you're in a battle and 1,000 people are being killed on your right and 10,000 people are being killed on your left, and there's arrows that are coming down from the heavens, and there's plague and disaster. If you say this psalm, says the Gemara, you will be protected. Now the Rambam explains this is not hocus pocus. There's no magic over here. It's actually mida keneged mida. It's measure for measure. If I think about Hashem in a way that he's intimately involved in my life and I rely on God, then the Almighty accepts the challenge and he will protect us. In other words, the more I think about God, the more I have in my mind, Ein od milvado, there's nothing else other than God, and I rely on the Almighty, then the Almighty protects me. And perhaps this can give us confidence to kind of repair the problem of the worshiping the golden calf. We don't want to be pushy, we don't want to be preachy, but we want to be very clear that if we rely on Hashem, then the Almighty will protect us. And then there's nothing to lose by stopping and going to our brethren that are not in the shul, that are not necessarily engaged in Jewish life, and to reach out to them and speak to them and give them more confidence in God, more confidence in Moshe, and to share the beauty of Judaism that we are connected with. By doing so, we can help repair the mistakes of the past.